Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake is presented by Cherokee Grove Casino and made possible by
Orchids is a premier manufacturer of private label tissue towel and napkins. If you've purchased private label tissue towel or napkins, there's a very, very good chance that it came from this facility. We went from being a regional player in our game to being a national distributor now. We're very, very proud of that fact. The employees here at Orchids are great. They provide us the best resource that we could ask for. We've got a lot of honest, hardworking people that really help us, progress as a company. Being inside the Mid-America Industrial Park is a huge advantage to a company like ours because there's a lot of resources that come with it. There's a lot of collaboration between the companies that reside here in the park. For those younger folks that are interested in a career, Orchids is a great place for them to look at. We provide great benefits, we provide a future, we provide opportunities.
Watched by viewers and members like you.
Today on Living Grand on Grand Lake, we'll join hundreds of kids in the great outdoors. We'll take a walk in a virtual world and we'll visit the soulful artist behind a new gallery in the heart of Grove. Join us for these stories plus more on this edition of Living Grand on Grand Lake.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Welcome to Living Grand on Grand Lake. I'm Christy Wallace, and today I hope to show you a few of the reasons that make Grand Lake the place I love to call home. Since 2002, hundreds of young people have flocked to the annual Jake's event on Grand Lake. Kids as young as 5 all the way up to 18 spend the day learning about the great outdoors. The organizers have a focus on teaching safety and conservation in the outdoors. The kids who attend Jake's event focus on the fun. Let's take a trip down Whitewater Road and visit the Jake's event.
We want the parents to take part in all these, make it a family event, and it's always free to the public. We feed everybody on site a free lunch. It's kind of a no-brainer. What a way to spend the middle of the day on a Saturday. Jake's is a outreach program for the National Wild Turkey Federation. It's an acronym for Juniors Acquiring Knowledge, Ethics, and Sportsmanship. The outreach program for the NWTF, or the National Wild Turkey Federation, they have a few different ones. Willing Sportsmen, which get wheelchair people out into the field for outdoor activities. Women in the outdoors, and Jake's and in Extreme Jake's has always been their kids program. The kids are given a badge that has their schedule on it. It's all age equivalent, so the kids will rotate. Say a third grader will rotate through basket weaving, fishing at the pond, maybe BB guns or 22. The younger age groups will rotate through 5 to 7 different age equivalent activities. Horseback riding is one of the younger activities. The horseback riding in the older age groups, they're riding with reins in hand. The younger kids will be led on a horse. Sometimes the first time they were ever introduced to a horse may be here. The younger kids are shooting air rifles, BB guns, the old Red Ryder BB guns, and they shoot that in a Daisy inflatable range. The older kids, as you step up, they go to a 22 station. And then the Oklahoma Wildlife Department is teaching a step trailer, which is a 20 gauge. And then as you go higher up, you have black powder and 12 gauge sporting clays. And we're a little bit smaller today since we're rescheduled, and we normally have 223s, high powered rifles. For the future of the sport, for the shooting sports, archery, hunting, we have to continually be introducing kids to the outdoor activities, and plus for the health of a community, it's wonderful to have the kids outdoors, not necessarily just in front of the computer screen. Oh, there's a lot of other things. There's kayaking, there's gigging. A lot of times we have bow fishing, stream ecology, outdoor cooking, Native American basket weaving, and corn husk dolls. There's a lot of stations out there, and a lot of them are physically demanding. Like the kayaking is great, but we have rock climbing. We have a 4-sided climbing wall. We also have, for the first time this year, a low elements ropes course, where the kids have to learn team building exercises to get through different activities. And it doesn't get them up high in the air, but it's activities down low on the ground teaching team building. We're in our 14th year, and we love this location because we have shotguns going off, rifles going off. It's a wonderful location. We're remote, but yet close to the town. We're close to Grove. We have a stream running through, we have Honey Creek, we have the lake that we can utilize, and yet we have a hillside and timber to absorb bullets without any houses nearby. It's different for every family. It's a free event, it's a family event. We talk to the moms and dads or grandpas or uncles to take part, to step up and take part in the activity, whether it be at the BB gun station or the horseback riding. We want the parents to take part in all these, make it a family event. Why do we do this? We pour thousands of hours and thousands of dollars, I have to emphasize that, into this event. And it's the first, and it sounds kind of odd, but you see a child catch his first fish, or ride his first horse, or shoot his first bow for that matter. It's exhilarating, it's fun to see. I get enjoyment out of seeing that wide-eyed excitement of a kid getting to do something that they would normally not be exposed to.
Organizers of this event are inspiring. I'm not even sure how they managed to feed that many kids, let alone organize a jam-packed day full of fun and learning. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and plan to attend next May. Stay tuned, we have more after these messages. You're watching Living Grand on Grand Lake.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Orchids is a premier manufacturer of private label tissue towel and napkins. If you've purchased private label tissue towel or napkins, there's a very, very good chance that it came from this facility. We went from being a regional player in our game to being a national distributor now, and we're very, very proud of that fact. The employees here at Orchids are great. They provide us the best resource that we could ask for. We've got a lot of honest, hardworking people that really help us, progress as a company. Being inside the Mid-American Industrial Park is a huge advantage to a company like ours because there's a lot of resources that come with it. There's a lot of collaboration between the companies that reside here in the park. For those younger folks that are interested in a career, Orchids is a great place for them to look at. We provide great benefits, we provide a future, we provide opportunities.
Hello, our safety tip for today is to how to help somebody that could be drowning or having trouble swimming in the water. I want to give you a couple tips. Number one, if we can help that person without putting ourselves in the water, that is the best way to handle the situation. If we are to get in that water, it's a last resort because fear, as you're trying to get to that person and they're grabbing you, can pull you underwater and put you in danger. I want to give you a few tips on how we can handle that situation without getting in the water. Number one is just a few things that we can keep in the boat. This is a simple throw bag that you can buy at marine stores. It is a rope in a bag, so we simply pull the rope out and we throw it to that person in the water and then we pull them to safety. Another thing that we should have in our boat one of the required things to have in a boat is a throw cushion. Simple thing to throw to them, kind of get them out of the situation they're in. There's many things in our boat that we might already have that we can use to reach those persons that could be in trouble. This is a simple pole that we can keep in our boat that we can reach out and grab them. This also comes in handy for many other things like docking and many things that we can apply it to. We could possibly have a paddle in our boat that we could reach out, pull that person to safety. The main key to remember is to not put yourself in danger. You can't help them if you're drowning as well. So find a way to help those people to your boat without getting in that water, and have a safe day on the water.
Welcome back to Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake, presented by Cherokee Grove Casino. And now, time for the Living Grand on Grand Lake events page. Looking for some excitement? Then check out Thunder on Wolf Creek in Grove from June 23rd through the 25th. Enjoy 3 days of exhilarating hydroplane and boat racing. Bring your own chairs. Admission is free for everyone. When the boats start rolling out, it's important to be safe. On Saturday, June 24th, GRDA is having a boating safety course for 12 to 16-year-olds. Bring your teens out for a day of valuable boating safety courses. Contact Jamie Flood with GRDA at 918-256-0880 to get your child registered. Are you a 4x4 enthusiast? Then bring the whole family out to Disney, Oklahoma for the annual Crawl for Christ from June 30th through July 2nd. Enjoy a fun day of food, great friends, and amazing fellowship. Hold on to your hats. It's going to get loud. Make plans for the holiday and head on over to Disney for the Grand Lake Fireworks on July 1st. The firework event starts at 9:30 p.m. between the Pensacola Spillways on Highway 28. Bring the whole family out for an evening of bright and explosive fun for this Independence Day celebration. Well, that's it for now from the Living Grand on Grand Lake events page.
For today's gamers, spending a day in a video arcade, popping quarters in games like Ms. Pac-Man holds little interest. Today's hottest arcade is a virtual reality entertainment center where guests can visit other worlds to play interactive games or use the technology to visit real or created destinations. You don't have to travel to a metropolitan area to experience this cutting-edge technology. It's a short drive from the shores of Grand Lake to VRXP Rocks in Veneta, Oklahoma.
My biggest payback for doing this is the joy and the excitement. I mean, it's adults will giggle like they're kids again. Kids, you know, just seeing the awe on their face. Yeah, for the last 15 years, I spent most of my life in retail, but then, so I was always kind of on that electronic side, and I just got tired of the retail. Here I am again, back in it. I taught myself how to code and how to do websites and how to just wanted to get something, become more of a freelancer and open up my time. So with that said, I kept running across stuff, you know, especially, you know, as the technology changed, the internet changed. And then, you know, we had Kickstarter come up, and I had friends in the industry, and that's when I discovered the Oculus Rift when it first went on Kickstarter, and was one of the original backers on it. Here's the thing I could absolutely guarantee for someone that has not done this yet before. Number one, there's 3 phrases. It's either, oh my gosh, wow, or cool. One of those 3 things gets uttered every single time, and it's fun because I always prep everybody, because one of the funnest things to do is to watch somebody go into virtual reality for the first time. We put everybody through a experience that's known as the Blue. And we've shortened it. We've got 3 short scenes we put people through, each one of varying degrees of intensity. Nothing comes to get them, nothing scary, but I promise there is a degree of intensity, and it helps us understand their tolerance. Everybody walks in here with a swagger. No big deal. Nobody walks out with a swagger. one of the things we ask, if someone's, after they've gone through the Blue, I will ask them, now, do you enjoy music, art, exploring, or would you like to shoot something? So the first time in, I'm going to guide them greatly. Because if I tell you that we have Smashbox Arena, that doesn't really mean anything to you. I tell you, well, it's guns shooting dodgeballs. It still doesn't really mean anything. The challenge with virtual reality for the average person out there in the public is there's no frame of reference. You know, you can say it's dodgeball with guns shooting dodgeballs, but until you do it, you have no clue what that entails, what that really means. So that's why we work hard to try to understand them and guide them. So that first, going through the Blue really helps us see how they can handle certain things. About 30% of them never make it to the third scene. Or they start it and they nope out, what we call it, I'm done, just stop, get me out of there. And we prepare ourselves for that. The second scene, there's about 20% of the people don't, it's too much. But there is nothing bad, nothing comes to get them. But you do realize at that point that everything, this in VR is different than what you think. Horror titles, I've had very few people be able to handle horror titles at all. And for instance, I have Paranormal Activity. Nobody's made it. Nobody. 40 minutes is the record so far. It's a 5-hour experience. One of the most amazing things that happens is that every kid knows my name now. It's either Steve or Mr. Steve. I can't get him to call me Rude Dog. Wow, that's awesome. I guess I'm the Wizard of Oz. I hold the keys right now. So, and it's fun, and that's my payback. Someday maybe this will start paying me back, but that's okay for now.
VRXP is definitely worth a visit for both the young and the young at heart. Visit their Facebook page or website to learn more. Speaking of websites, visit our website to see past episodes from all 4 seasons of Living Grand on Grand Lake. Go to rsu.tv and click on the shows to find us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with a stop in downtown Grove.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Hi everybody, I'm Jana J, and this is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Grand Lake's newest destination for great fun is located just off the lake in Grove. At Cherokee Casino Grove, you'll experience exceptional food and outstanding service. Stop in to relax with your favorite drink and root for your team on the big screen. Experience live local music on the 1897 stage every weekend. Cherokee Casino Grove on Highway 59 at East 250 Road. It's the most fun you'll have off the water.
In today's world, data security is critical to your business's success. It's your most valuable business asset. As potential threats increase daily, protecting your data is a priority. Northeast Oklahoma Electric Cooperative has created a solution. Core Data Center is a state-of-the-art storage facility with 24/7 monitoring and multi-layered security. You can trust Core Data Center to protect your data so you can keep your business operating no matter what. Visit our website or call 918-256-9470. Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
Welcome back to Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake, presented by Cherokee Grove Casino.
If you haven't visited Downtown Grove recently, you are missing out. Revitalization efforts have given new life to the area. The downtown area is flourishing. Unique businesses continue to emerge, making downtown a popular destination. Today, we're visiting the newest art gallery in town. Owner Susan Newman is a lifelong musician turned artist who has turned her passion into a business and downtown attraction.
I woke up at 60 and said, I'm going to start painting now, and I did. A year later, I had my first art show, and that year I sold 50 pieces of art. I fell in love with Grove, and we sold our property in Arkansas, and I had a successful massage therapy practice here with my ladies, and then I said, it's time to start painting. I say it's never too late. As long as you can lift your hand, pick up a canvas or whatever you're going to paint on, you have to start somewhere, and that's what I did. I was laying there one day, Denny was in Vegas, and I'm laying there thinking I'm going to be 60 this year. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it now. And I went and got some paints, and I got a canvas, and I painted my first painting. Well, I did start, I haven't studied. I haven't gone to school. It was in my heart, and people ask me, well, where did you study? Do you give lessons? And I say, well, I can't give lessons, but I'll paint in the window with you and sing with you because they want to take lessons. But I say, how can I give a lesson if I've never had one? People come in and they say, what is your style? And I say, I don't have a style, I'm an artist of eclecticism. I call myself, because I never know what I'm going to paint. Just like today, I sat down and started painting something and I didn't know what it was going to come out. So things just come out of my mind, as you see in my copper collection over there, or I might work from a little photograph, something I took or something I saw that would intrigue me, and I will just expound on it in my own style and make something out of it. So I call myself an artist of eclecticism. My favorite piece is that piece right there, I think. It's called The Great Spirit, and it's the eye of God looking on the three crosses, his son being crucified. And it's a Native American piece that I use to take to art shows. When people stand in front of it and look at it and they're studying it, and I say, what do you see there? And they sometimes see a big eye and three crosses. And I tell them that's God's eye watching his son being crucified on the cross. And the ladies down at the bottom are Native American ladies, because in the Bible, the ladies that were watching him crucified, Mary and the mother of Jesus, watched him be crucified. I've been singing and playing music in ministry for 20 or 30 years. I've played all these instruments in the past. When I used to play with my girlfriend, the New Vision Singers, her and I and my husband, we would play. She'd play guitar, I played guitar, I played banjo, and I played harmonica and mandolin in our program, musical program. So now most of my instruments are just on display, but I play guitar and sing now here when people come in or when I have shows. And I have just finished my little recording booth upstairs, and I want to start working on my CD that I tried to start 10 years ago when I was living in Nevada. And then we moved and had several moves, and my husband's been ill in the hospital, so I'm hoping to start that too, project. My main goal is for them to walk away with peace in their heart because they heard about the gospel of Jesus. Whether it be my song or just a hug I give them. If they walk out with a painting, I'm so happy. But if they walk out being prayed for, sang to, or told about Jesus, then I'm happier.
Well, that's it for this edition of Living Grand on Grand Lake. I'm Christy Wallace. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake is presented by Cherokee Grove Casino and made possible by
Orchids is a premier manufacturer of private label tissue towel and napkins. If you've purchased private label tissue towel or napkins, there's a very, very good chance that it came from this facility. We went from being a regional player in our game to being a national distributor now, and we're very, very proud of that fact. The employees here at Orchids are great. They provide us the best resource that we could ask for. We've got a lot of honest, hardworking people that really help us, progress as a company. Being inside the Mid-America Industrial Park is a huge advantage to a company like ours because there's a lot of resources that come with it. There's a lot of collaboration between the companies that reside here in the park. For those younger folks that are interested in a career, Orchids is a great place for them to look at. We provide great benefits, we provide a future, we provide opportunities.
Also by
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
Plus by
I had the drive to boost my earning power.
I was driven to be more competitive in the job market.
Finishing my degree, that's what drives me.
If you left college without a degree, Reach Higher, Oklahoma's degree completion program, can change your life. You get affordable tuition, flexible class schedules with online options, and a degree from a state university.
I was driven to earn my diploma.
And I did it.
Apply today at reachhigheroklahoma.org. Let your drive drive you.
and by viewers and members like you.